our nickname for our city is the Good Life City. And I would really like for us to hold true to that nickname, that this is truly a good life city where everybody, regardless of race, class, your background, has the opportunity to thrive. About 4 weeks ago, we graduated our second Getting Ahead class. And we had a total of 12 families who successfully completed the 17-week training of Getting Ahead and graduated. And we had over 250 people from our community to come out and share in their success. One of our circle leaders in particular, Shanika Daniels, shared with the community about some of the barriers that she's run into just with making some bad decisions in the past, but that Strive to Thrive is really giving her hope. We feel like we paired Shanika with some very strong allies. Debbie Finney, who is the director of our Small Business Development Center here, and her husband, Fred, who is a local attorney, have shown so much interest in Shaniki.
The only background I know is my life and my background and how I grew up. So to understand another economic level, it's hard to know unless you've been there. And so I think to have a good, clear, the Bridges training was just valuable because, how we live is, and the opportunities that we are given really shapes our lives. So if you don't have a support group to learn how to take the next step, it's difficult.
We were in our matches meeting where they learned for the first time who they would be matched with. Debbie asked Shaniki about, does she have a planner? And Debbie pulled out a planner out of her purse and says, how do you track your day and what you're going to do in the day? And Shaniki, it was like, I just wake up and whatever I feel like doing that day, I do. And they were wondering, how in the world do you get by your day with not having a planner and not knowing what your day is going to be like? But when I talked to Nikki just a few days ago, Nikki had a planner and an agenda, and she says, okay, this is what I'm going to do today. And those allies have really helped her to bring some structure in her life.
Like that is the key to poverty, is relationships and getting to know people and understand and help one another. That's how we interact as a church, and that's how we interact with our friends. We wouldn't let our friend fail. We're not going to let our children fail if we can help it. We're going to build them up and help them with their goals. And that's, to help someone else reach a goal it's empowering.
It's the feeling like I took a step. Even though I was like holding everything back. And I'm proud of myself because I finally just got up and just did something. Again, there's something good coming out of it. I know it's so good. I ain't seen it yet or experienced it yet, but I know it's so good coming out of it.
One of the things that I heard one of our biggest allies say is that you can never, they hear people say you can never move the mountain, you can never ever get rid of poverty, but if we chip away at the mountain, and everybody does their part to just chip away, eventually that mountain will get smaller and smaller until at some point it will no longer be there. And that's what we're here to do.